Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. This is part 2 of my preview of the All Blacks versus Wallabies second test match for the Bledisloe Cup. So I now know both teams' lineups for the upcoming match at Eden Park. And it is a bit interesting. The All Blacks, they had a couple surprises that I wasn't really expecting. One of those being that Jordie Barrett is once again on the wing. Yeah, I thought they would think about playing him at fullback perhaps, and then giving perhaps Sevu Reece or Will Jordan a go on the right wing, but they have gone with him once again for the number 14. Now, a lot of people were saying that he shouldn't be playing on the wing, but I think he didn't do too badly in the first match. He did get one of the tries, of course. But then another talking point is we have got Richie Mo'unga at 10, Beauden Barrett at 15 for this match. And the concern that I have with that is, are they both going to be 100% on game day? They have both got little injuries that they are dealing with at the moment, and I feel like there is a chance that the squad could get changed before the match, just depending on how everything goes, because Sevu Reece and Tyrell Lomax were called back to Tasman for the match against Auckland, whereas they left Will Jordan with the All Black side, and also Josh Ioane is still in the squad. So there is a chance if either of their injuries worsen, I think we have a chance of seeing either Will Jordan or Josh Ioane added to the squad. But for now, it is what it is. Yeah, it is looking like we are going to have the Mo'unga-Barrett combo. And now that I think about it, it may not just be the Mo'unga-Barrett combo. And it may not just be two Barretts either. We may have all three Barretts on the field at the same time, depending on how this match goes. Scott Barrett is back from his injury, and he is taking that number 19 spot on the bench. So on one side I'm thinking it's a decent decision. He's a good player and he has got a bit of experience. But then on the other side I'm worried that he may be a little bit rusty, because he hasn't actually played a match since being injured. I know they were looking at playing him for Taranaki in a couple upcoming matches perhaps, but I think he got called up a bit earlier than he would have expected, Scott Barrett. Yeah, hopefully he is back at 100%, ready to go. And I'm not sure how long they'll give him. That will depend on how Tupou is going, because of course he was brought in for Sam Whitelock. Sam Whitelock with his, they said it was concussion-like symptoms. So he is going to miss it, unfortunately for him. He is a very experienced player, 118 tests, but he will be missing out on Tupou after only playing one match off the bench last week at Sky Stadium. He is getting an opportunity here to show everyone what type of player he is, and if he's going to play anything like he did for Super Rugby Aotearoa and the Mitre 10 Cup, I think everyone will see that he is a very good player. Also, one other thing I will mention is I said for my lineups video earlier today for the All Blacks that Cody Taylor was starting. I have recently found out that it will be Dane Coles instead of Cody Taylor. Unfortunately, the report that I saw when it was out very early, they did have Cody Taylor starting, but it will be Dane Coles taking that starting lineup position. Right, so moving on now. Rieko Ioane playing 22, Damian McKenzie playing 23 at the moment for the All Blacks for their reserves. And it was what I predicted. I did say that those two. I was also thinking maybe Laumape would come in as 22 instead of Rieko Ioane, but they have gone with Ioane and Damian McKenzie. So I'm thinking that if Beauden Barrett is not 100%, Damian McKenzie will get promoted into that 15 role, and then perhaps Will Jordan will move into 23 because of his cover on the wings as well as fullback. So I think that would be the most likely scenario if Barrett was unable to play. But then there is also the possibility that you put Jordie Barrett at fullback, perhaps leave Damian McKenzie on the bench, and then perhaps look at putting Will Jordan on the right wing. So they have got options there. Mo'unga getting injured, I feel that could also give a reshuffle. Perhaps Beauden Barrett moves to 10, or they look at bringing in Josh Ioane, but we will have to wait and see. So there are a few changes. We've also got Caleb Clarke starting at 11 for the All Blacks instead of George Bridge, who unfortunately has got a pectoral injury that they said could have him out for 6 months, which is a bit of a hit because that will mean he will miss the Rugby Championship. So hopefully he does go alright, Caleb Clarke. He's a good player, and he is a young player, and he looks like he could be a star in the future. Right now, I will move on to the Wallabies side. I saw that they have made 2 changes to their starting lineup and 4 changes in total. So the first change is that the number 2, the hooker, Folau Fainga'a, has been replaced by Brandon Paenga Amosa. Hopefully I've pronounced that correct. And the second change is that Ned Hannigan is moving into that number 6 spot instead of Pete Samu. Although I believe in the last game Harry Wilson actually ended up playing 6 and Pete Samu was 8, so it'll be interesting to see what they do there. I assume Hannigan will be playing 6 though. I think that is his specialty. Then the changes for the Wallabies bench is just Rob Valentini at number 20 is being replaced by Liam Wright. And then number 22, which was Noah Lolesio, is now being replaced by Jordan Petaia. I think that's how you say it. So they've only made 4 changes in total to their whole squad there, the Wallabies. I think we must be about the same. But yeah, it's looking like it should be a very good match at Eden Park. They are expecting a very large crowd of over 40,000 at this point. The weather, it's alright. There are passing showers, I believe, with a little bit of wind, but nothing like we had at Sky Stadium. So kicking conditions should be a bit better. Plus, it's supposed to be, I believe it was a high of 19, low of 11. So it should be a pleasant enough day for an afternoon game of rugby. Yeah, the last time the All Blacks lost at Eden Park, I wasn't even born. So they have got a huge amount of pressure on them here, the All Blacks. And I believe they are still heavily the favourite when it comes to the betting odds. But then, it's hard to say. If the Wallabies play like they did last week, it could go either way. But then if the All Blacks, they never quite found that next gear in the last match. They were good, but they weren't great. But if they can become great for this match at Eden Park, I think we will get a very good game of rugby to watch. I am very much looking forward to it. Anyway, that is the end of this preview video for the All Blacks versus the Wallabies for the second Bledisloe Cup Test match. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. Check out the other videos I have done about this match. And I will see you all in the next one.